Alright, I don't mean to negate the premise here, but what's this business about dragons collecting coins? I mean, unless a dragon's going to eat those coins, a dragon probably wouldn't bother with those coins. It's not like he's gonna get an extra life for those things. And what's this now? He's kidnapping a princess now? Dragons don't kidnap princesses, they char grill princesses. Or princess-I. I guess you'll just have to suspend your sense of reality to play this game. And fortunately, if you're able to do that, you'll get to play a strategy game that, while reprehensibly deceitful, is also a dangerously enjoyable time sucker. This is Hoard, a downloadable game for the PlayStation Network and coming to Mac and PC later this year. And I'll be honest, given the nondescript title, I was expecting a game based on rampant consumerism and self-destructive compulsion. I'd like to think I was partially correct. You play as a dragon who hoards so much crap, knights start to come after him with swords. I'd say that fits the bill. Someone call A&E. Hoard is a simple, real-time strategy game set beneath the dragon-filled skies of a medieval countryside. The objective is to burninate the peasants and all their fields and homes, and if you really want to be a dick, their taverns. When you burn something to the ground, a little pile of gold is all that remains. You collect as much money as possible and carry it back to your dragon cave bank place of doom! Given the genre's label, there's obviously a bit of strategy to this fiery destruction. Your score depends entirely on your multiplier, which builds over time as you play. What you really want to do is prevent that multiplier from being reset, which happens anytime your hoard is plundered by a thief or a fire-breathing capitalist rival. Because the land below is so active, it can be tough to keep an eye on everything that's going on. The main thing is that towns slowly build up as you play. The longer you allow them to grow unburned, the more they'll be worth once you finally set them ablaze. The problem is that bigger towns also deploy more enemies, including archers and knights that can be a real pain in the scales. So there's a lot of stuff going on in Hoard. There are multipliers to protect, princesses to kidnap, upgrades to make, but what's nice about Hoard is that the game doesn't take a lot to get into. It's actually a pretty simple RTS to play. It mostly uses the two analog sticks, move with left, burn with right, and that's about it. Hoard can be a challenging game, but it's not a hard game to play and figure out. And once you figure out Hoard, I'm telling you, beware. This is one of those games you can end up pouring several hours into without even realizing it. Another nice thing about Hoard is its multiplayer options. You can play with up to 4 people, either locally or online, and that's where Hoard is at its best. This is definitely a multiplayer game. The gameplay can be pretty frantic as it is, but when you're playing with friends, it's even more fun. Of course, Hoard isn't without its flaws. The game doesn't look very impressive, and although that kinda seems like nitpicking, it does take away from what should be a spectacle. And if nothing else, burning people alive with a f***ing dragon should be a spectacle. But what does work about the look is the board game aesthetic. Hoard kinda plays like a board game brought to life, and in a charming sort of way, that's what it looks like too. Only in this game, you don't have to put the pieces away. Plus 10 XP for Hoard. A very good little RTS that can burn free time as quickly as a thatch roof.